Hi, welcome back to my channel, Open the Door. This is episode 141, Taming the Beast Within, the Keys to Self-Mastery. So we all have a beast within us. It can show up as anger, fear, addictions, ego, and trauma responses. Most people spend their lives trying to either kill this beast, suppress the beast, or shame it into submission. But what if I told you that the beast isn't meant to be destroyed? What if I told you that the beast can ultimately become one of your greatest weapons? So it is meant to be tamed. This has to do with the aspect of integrating our dark and light sides together. Self-mastery is not control through force. It's leadership of our own selves through awareness. Because the beast within is raw survival energy. When it's unconscious, it runs us, but once it's integrated, it becomes one of our greatest strengths. So defining the beast a little deeper now. Emotional reactivity, things like rage and jealousy or impulsivity show up as the beast. Trauma responses like fight, flight, or freeze are also aspects of the beast. Our addictions, compulsions, and self-sabotage can also be aspects of the beast, as well as ego defenses through things like over excessive control, a sense of superiority and or avoidance, and then also as fear masquerading as anger or wanting to control and have power over everything around us. So suppression of the beast doesn't work, and here's why. It's an aspect of the spiritual journey called spiritual bypassing, where sometimes a person wants to just tell themselves, well, I'm just going to shift my perspective and live in love and light and peace all the time. Well, you can say that all you want to, but real life shows up, and that's not a realistic way to approach this, by forcing positivity. Also, the other side of that would be shame-based self-discipline. Maybe you're not keeping up with your daily practices on your spiritual journey and working on integrating this light and dark side of yourself. And then the worst part of it would be shaming yourself for it, feeling bad, and which may prevent you from moving further along your path. So cut yourself some slack and some rest time, and take breaks if you need to. If you need to take a day off, then do, but make sure you always get back to it. Denying feelings like anger, desire, or this desire to have power and control over others doesn't work either. Denying doesn't do anything. Suppressing doesn't do anything. It doesn't make these thoughts, emotions, dark side of ourselves disappear. What it does is it pushes it down, and then it waits. It waits for a moment to show up, and possibly not in the way that we would like it to. So we have to make a shift from thinking of this beast, this dark side of ourselves, shift from thinking of them as an enemy to an ally. Self-mastery is not domination of this aspect of ourselves. It's creating a relationship with this aspect of ourselves. The beast needs boundaries and direction, and then respect, and integrate it into our sense of self and our purpose as well. Think of it like this. A wild horse isn't broken into submission. It's trained through consistency, trust, and presence. So next up are the 5 keys to self-mastery, 5 keys to taming the beast. The first key, as in all aspects of the spiritual journey, is awareness. So awareness before you take action. Pause between your impulses and your responses and name what's happening without judgment. I feel this. I'm thinking that. This is what happened. This was my response. But do it without judgment, as if you were an outside observer. So key 1, awareness. Key 2, emotional ownership. So once you've become aware of this emotion, then you name it. This is my anger. I'm feeling fear. And not projecting these emotions or blaming it on others around you, but owning it. Ownership is very important. That's why key 2 is emotional ownership. Key 3, then channel that energy. So if you're feeling anger, channel it into setting boundaries. If you're feeling fear, channel it into awareness and preparation. If you're feeling desire, then channel it in creative, healthy ways, and this channeling of energy of power into a role of leadership. Key 4 is seeing your discipline as devotion and not punishment. So as you go through your daily practices and your journey, don't beat yourself up, as I said before, through the blame game that you may have skipped a step or missed a particular practice that you try to do every day. Just start afresh each day. Remain in a thought process of devotion to yourself, and not that these practices are punishment, because they will eventually decrease your emotional reactivity and increase your integrity and your self-awareness. Key 5 to taming the beast is integration, not elimination. So remember, I said if you suppress something, it doesn't mean it goes away. It's just waiting. So when you come face to face with this beast, however it's showing up in your life, and you come to terms with it and do the work through that aspect of self, you will be able to integrate this beast into your full self, and it becomes a guardian and a protector for you. So it's not there to destroy you, it's there to help guide and protect you. Here's some prompts for you to keep in your journal, or just for you, questions for you to consider. The first one is, what triggers my strongest reactions? The second question is, what is my beast trying to protect me from? The third question, where am I reacting instead of responding? And the last question is, how would my life change if I led myself instead of battling myself? In close, I'd just like to say that the beast within is not there to create your downfall. It's there to help uplift you. When the beast is unmastered, it destroys, but once it's integrated, it becomes part of your power and power of your engine. Self-mastery isn't about being tame, it's about being so conscious that nothing inside can control you. This is our episode for today, Taming the Beast Within. I hope y'all been doing well. It's taken me a little longer to get back here than I would have liked, but life is still lifing. I'll be back soon, I promise. And take good care of yourselves in the meantime. I do wish you peace. I wish you love and light. And I'll see you again very soon. Take good care. That's it for today.